Did you know that Google Maps is the new battleground for criminal defense firms? When someone gets arrested, the Maps pack get the first calls when people are urgent, emotional, and ready to hire. In this video, I'm going to break down my proven system for ranking criminal defense firms in the Maps pack in as little as 2 months, so you can leapfrog all of the competition who are still relying on traditional SEO. You're going to discover why Google's rewarding the Maps pack with more and more and more real estate, the simple fixes and tricks you can make to your profile to ensure that it's not going to quietly kill your result, and how many reviews you need and whether they're important at all. I'm going to give you real examples that you can apply to your firm right now. First off, why Google Maps? Why is Google rewarding the Maps pack more than ever? As AI search increases and more people use ChatGPT and other platforms for their answers, the Maps is one of Google's most defensible products. It's the one thing they offer that can't be replicated. They have tons and tons of data, and when someone's looking for a lawyer, they can see reviews, results, and they have a phone number right then and there so they can make a call. This is just a better user experience. So Google wants people using their platform. They're a business after all, so the more relevant and good of an experience people are having, the more they're going to use it. Hence why it's just dominating the search results right now. Here's a criminal defense firm we worked with. Before, their firm was showing up nowhere near the top of the maps for Frisco and Arlington. They serve 16 locations around Texas. What we did was restructure their website content and direct reviews at their profile. These graphs show that exactly what happened after we positioned them for high intent DWI and criminal defense search terms. In Frisco, for DWI lawyer, you can see tons of red, position 10, position 9, position 7, and we boosted them up to a lot of first and second position rankings. The same is to be said for Frisco criminal defense. You can see third, first. And we also replicated these results in Arlington, going from a red bottom left-hand corner to a mostly green bottom-hand corner and a lot of first position rankings. The same is to be said in criminal defense lawyer, Arlington, a lot of red moved to green. So these results came real quick too, 3 months here and 2 and a bit months in Frisco. And the result of that was call volume went up. Direct, urgent calls from people looking to hire now. Not from newsletters, not from blogs, not from TikTok content, from the Google business profile, which are your hottest leads. And the best thing is, this was not a one-off. We've been repeating this system with other clients and the patterns keep repeating. So let's get into how you do this. The generic advice you're going to get out there is you need to optimize your Google business profile. And yes, you need to do that. You need to have good profile photos. You need to respond to reviews. You need to post. But what I'm going to show you in 3 steps now goes way beyond that. And it's the advanced stuff your competitors don't want you to know. So part 1 is the link that is attached to your Google business profile. If you are a multi-practice firm, you should not link to your homepage. The page you should link to is, let's say you're in Arlington and your Google business profile is criminal defense lawyer Arlington. The page that your profile should link to is a dedicated landing page for criminal defense lawyer Arlington. That is the page that you want associated with your Google business profile. And that's the foundation for what I'm going to cover in the next step and in the next step. So once you have that key landing page for your location that you want to rank, you need to make sure this landing page has everything you need to make Google see you as a trusted authority in the space. So how you help, what services you offer, criminal court process, and other local signals that are going to show you're an expert. The key part to this though is the types of services you offer. Part 2. Part 2 is building depth behind that hub. This part is by far the most important part of this whole process. So you're going to need a lot of pages, but the good news is with our system, they're easy to create. So under the services that you offer, you need to have every single service that is on your Google business profile. You need to have under the types, you need to have a service listed for each one. So let's say on your Google business profile, you're listing 20 services. On that landing page, page that we mentioned, under the heading types of service that you offer, every single one of those services is going to need a dedicated 100-word written section about that service type. So DUI, probation revocation, assault, manslaughter, whatever it is that you offer, every single service needs a dedicated section and 100 words of description. Why? This shows Google that you are a comprehensive resource for all of these services. While your competitors are only listing one or two types of services that they handle, you showing all of them makes them go, wow, they know what they're talking about, and they can be a go-to for anyone who's looking for specific services in that area. Now that you have that, let's look at the other pages that you need. The other pages that you need are going to be service pages. So remember, I said every single service needs a section on your page. So each section is going to link to another page, and that other page is going to link back to the parent page. So this is a parent to child page structure, and then the child page links back to the parent. So let me give you an example. Let's say you've got 10 services on the types of service you offer. You've got DUI, you've got assault, and I'm simplifying here. You're going to have maybe 20. That assault section, the 100-word description I spoke about, is going to have a link to a dedicated page on assault in Arlington, for example. So again, you're showing through this web that you have so much knowledge and so much resource, and you offer all of these different services, so you can be trusted and pushed up in the Maps pack. That assault page is also going to link back to your main service page, the one with all the services listed. Now, you can see how this structure back and forth, back and forth, back and forth really brings everything together as a cohesive whole, so that when someone types into Google criminal defense lawyer Arlington or assault lawyer Arlington, Google knows you're offering all of these different services and you're a trusted resource in that area. So by the end of this, you're going to have that hub core page, that hub landing page, and all of these child pages for every single service in that location. So these are location targeted sub pages that link back to the main page, and the main hub page is what you want to have on your Google business profile. Hardly anyone is doing this because the cost of creating pages with some agencies nowadays is through the roof. You're going to pay a ton, and you're going to need to replicate this every single location you have. So if you have 10 locations, you're going to need 200 pages. Part three is you need reviews. So we need to collect a decent chunk of reviews to boost your Google business profile. These can't just be any old reviews. We like to focus on reviews that come from your actual closed cases, people you've worked with, and send those reviews to your Google business profile that you're trying to rank at that time. The higher the quality, the more authority that signals to Google, and it's important that the reviews come in at a consistent clip. So how do you get reviews? Well, we use a system that we built to ensure that every single closed case gets followed up with for a review. Now, here's what we did for one firm. They have high volume of traffic ticket cases. So they're pumping out a lot of traffic ticket cases every single month. So that means a lot of opportunities for review collection. Every time a case is marked as closed, our automation will send out an SMS, it will send out an email, and then that person's contact details will get dropped into a Google Sheet. From there, we have a rep following up with every single closed case to try and get a review. SMS and email are great, but the number one way to increase your capture rate is to follow up manually for reviews, call them, request a review, and get them to do it right there on the phone. So we have script, we have automations, and every time a case is closed, not just for traffic tickets, for DWI, for DUI, for criminal, everything, we're hitting up every single person to make sure we maximize how many reviews that we get. And we have a link prepared that we send out to each person to collect that review. So that link will route them to the exact Google business profile that we're trying to rank at that time. If our priority is one specific location, we're going to hammer that location with reviews until we boost it up. And that's what we've seen work. Combination of building that complete hub around the page you want to rank, around the location you want to rank, connecting that to your Google business profile, and making sure that the page that is on there link has all the services you offer in detail with a fantastic linking structure, and then hammering that Google business profile with lots of reviews. That's what we've seen to work. If you're a criminal defense firm serious about winning on Google Maps, where high intent, urgent clients are desperately searching for your service, you need to rely on more than luck or ads. We build build this the right way to make sure you have that credible practice hub, you have service pages in depth, and you can hammer reviews at your profiles to make sure they rank. Don't hesitate. Let's see if this is a right fit for you. Click the link below and book a call now. I look forward to talking to you.